Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. Absolutely brace yourself because Garnacho to Chelsea is imminent. It really is. We need to accept the fact that this guy is going to be a Chelsea player. There's a whole heap of news that's floating around, not just from the Man United side of things, but big Chelsea journalists are reporting this as well. And as you can see on the screen, Chelsea are expected to bid for Garnacho in the next few days. This is coming from a big Argentinian source. So, yeah, the squad building from the SDs. Beautiful squad building continues, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a whole heap of different news that's popping about. So strap yourselves in, get yourself a drink, coffee, tea, juice, whatever you fancy, get some food. There's a lot to go through. Some very, very interesting whereabouts of the players, where they're going to be, some information in regards to, obviously, Garnacho is the hottest news at the moment. Some Joao Felix news. Midfield, we've got some information in regards to Romeo Lavia. He's apparently out for several weeks again. So let's start things off with Garnacho news. This first materialized 3 or 4 days ago. And at that point, a lot of people sort of rubbished the whole situation. They didn't want to believe it. I myself thought, maybe there's something there. Because at the end of the day, look, I think we've clocked what's happening. Well, I've clocked what's happening. There was a very, very good comment. Check out the earlier stream, ladies and gentlemen. This is obviously the second upload of the day. Most days you're going to get one live stream earlier on UK time and the second upload to wrap up the news in the evening UK time. Really good comment from Hudge, who's a very, very big supporter of the channel, big viewer of the channel. He said, which completely made sense, and I feel like that is exactly what's going on. He said that this is a business relationship. This is a relationship builder with Man United. Man United helped us out, if you guys remember, with the Mason Mount robbery that we did. Man United helped us out with that when we had PSR issues, and now it's our turn to return the favor with Garnacho. Man United needs all of these pure profit players out of their system so that they can go out there and reinvest and give new players to Ruben Amorim and freshen up the squad. So this is why Kobe Manu is up for sale as well. So this is what we do. Business relationship. We've done this with Aston Villa, Ian Martin to Aston Villa, Omari Kellyman to us. We've done that with Leicester as well, KDH from Leicester, and we've given them Michael Golding. And this is what's happening with our owners. They see that, look, to get around PSR is going to be very difficult. The one best way to do this is by selling academy players, and how else to do this? By making friendships with other clubs in the mud in terms of PSR within the Premier League. So smart, very, very smart, very savvy when it comes to business side of things. But when it comes to building a squad, absolutely rubbish. Absolutely. I mean, what's the need for Garnacho? Look, I understand Mudryk could be suspended, and I get it that we need another attacking option. I fully understand that. But Garnacho, there's not that much difference between Garnacho and Mudryk. I'm telling you right now. Have a look at Garnacho's stats. 3 goals in the Premier League this season, 1 assist. Garnacho's footballing IQ is not much better than Mudryk's. And on top of that, the shenanigans Garnacho brings, his attitude, his temperament. This is what we were checking up on with Man United. We were checking whether his temperament has improved. Then on top of that, he's got a younger brother, I believe he's younger, on social media that always runs amok. Garnacho himself is a nuisance on social media. This is not the type of player that we need. This is not the levels. This is not Chelsea level. Man United are desperate to get this guy out. Desperate. They've had enough. I've watched a lot of Man United matches this season and previous seasons. This guy's absolute bozo. He's an absolute bozo. But this is how we build our squad at Chelsea Football Club. And then wonder why we don't compete for anything serious. Sporting directors, the owners, they're just putting this club in the mud. Absolutely in the mud. You're telling me this is how we're going to build the squad to compete for the Premier League next season? Please, have a day off. Let's get on the news. Chelsea are expected to bid for Garnacho in the next few days. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely happening. This is coming from Gaston Edu, big-time Argentinian journalist. Furthermore, sources believe Garnacho could be available for around 50 million, coming from Matt Law, Chelsea journalist. Sources claim that Garnacho's agents were not invited to the game by Chelsea or co-owners Behdad Eghbali, José Feliciano, and Todd Boehly, but their presence heightened talk of a potential January move. So Garnacho's agents were at Stamford Bridge watching the match against Wolves. So look, something's happening. Garnacho apparently, ladies and gentlemen, he's open for the move. He's open for the move to leave Man United, but he wants to stay in the Premier League. And in the Premier League, we're the only one that's interested. Napoli are there, but I don't think they're going to budge in terms of the price. 50 million. Apparently, we could possibly get him for 50 million. Man United, I think, won about 60. That's exactly what they paid for Mason Mount. So look, bottom line, the nonsense continues. This, in my opinion, will happen. It's just a matter of days. I mean, there's only a few more days left open in the January window, and this is going to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Me, personally, this is nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. We don't need this type of player coming to Chelsea Football Club. We definitely don't need him. We need better. But this is what we do. This is what we do. Just bringing in mediocrity after mediocrity. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Chelsea are keeping an eye on midfield options. Why? Why, Chelsea? Why are you keeping an eye on midfield options? Well, I'll tell you why they are. It is anticipated that Lavia will be missing for weeks. Do you know what the mad thing is? He's going to be missing for weeks, and apparently he's going to be missing for about 4 to 5 weeks. We're going to get to that news. This is off the back of Lavia playing 56 minutes against Crystal Palace, I believe, yeah. And that was off the back of Lavia already missing 4 to 5 weeks after playing only one half, 45 minutes against Spurs. And that was before when Lavia was out for a long time anyway. So for me, look, nothing against the player on a personal level. I think the player is a sensational player. He's never available. We can't harbor these type of players at Chelsea Football Club anymore. He's probably worse than Reece James, you know. He's probably worse. We can't be harboring these type of players because they bring no impact to Chelsea. They're consistently in the medical room, and there's just zero impact. But the bigger problem is apparently we're keeping our eye on any midfield option as well. Why? We have Wesley Fae and Andre Santos. Why aren't we recalling one of them back? Why aren't we recalling Santos? Okay, fine. If you don't want to recall Santos because you feel Strasbourg can do something this season in terms of getting European berths, no problems. Wesley Fae, get him back. Why are you keeping an eye on midfield options? Don't tell me you're going to get yourself interested about Kobbie Mainoo very, very soon. Sleeping with Man United in this window. Like, repeatedly sleeping with Man United. You've enjoyed Man United so much. It's insane. It's insane, ladies and gentlemen. But this news right here is the biggest disappointment, man. Honestly. We are in deep trouble in midfield right now. Enzo Fernandez still not completely back from the whatever injury that he's had. There are rumors that he should be back for the Manchester City game now. Whether he's in the bench or not, we shall see. But we are very light. Any issues to Caicedo, touch wood, and it looked like there was an issue on him against Wolves. We are finished. Our season will be over. But now we are thinking about keeping KDH. He's an option in midfield. Apparently, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. How are we meant to be doing anything special with the level of squad that we have? There are some good players, don't get me wrong, but overall, the quality, the depth it's not good enough. It's not going to be good enough for top 4. And as I predicted start of the season, 5th or 6th is probably where we're going to finish right now. We've really mucked up over the last couple of months. We've got Manchester City next at Etihad. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, AC Milan is definitely interested in signing Joao Felix. However, more teams have inquired about Felix, making him one to watch closely in the coming days. He needs to go. He needs to go. Enzo Maresca does not trust the bench. It was evident once again against Wolves, but we've seen that previously anyway. Felix came on, I believe, 15 minutes to go, or 10 minutes to go. Nkunku wasn't even a used substitute. What is Nkunku doing at Chelsea Football Club right now is beyond me. Nkunku needs to leave. Joao Felix as well. Joao Felix was so reluctant to come on. He was so reluctant to come on yesterday against Wolves. Just a waste of time for them, waste of time for us. And once again, poor squad building. I can't even fully blame Maresca. The only area that I can blame Maresca is Maresca. Please find a way to utilize them. Having said that, where I can't blame Maresca is he probably didn't even want Joao Felix. Sporting directors simply just throwing players at the manager and just asking the manager to perform miracles. This is not how it works. This is not how it works. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Wesley Fofana has already returned to grass and is doing running drills, but apparently it's not in full scale. It's light running. So he's still definitely out for, he's not coming back in January, and most likely he's not coming back in February either. Maybe we'll see whether he makes a return in March. But by then, look, Chalobah is now there. Chalobah will be one of the mainstays, and he's shown that he's far above most of the defenders at Chelsea Football Club. We'll see what the go is with Levi Colwill. Can Levi Colwill partner up with Chalobah? Is it going to be Tosin? But Wesley Fofana definitely is now going down the pecking order, and he's also mistake prone. Even when he was playing, he was mistake prone. But good news that at least he's training back. I do expect this player to potentially leave Chelsea Football Club come the next summer. We've got a lot of defenders now lined up. Anselmino is back. He's going to be part of Chelsea setup. And we've bought another unnamed defender, which I'm going to tell you. No more unnamed, ladies and gentlemen, which we'll touch base on, which is a done deal, and that player is going to arrive in the summer. Another young defender. So Wesley Fofana, ladies and gentlemen, 100% is going to leave Chelsea, I believe, in the summer. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea's 11.9 million deal for Strasbourg. There we go. This is the unnamed defender. Madusa is pre-agreed transfer, meaning they don't need to cancel any loans at their partner French club. So it's a pre-agreed deal. This is going to happen in the summer. 11.9 million deal. So he's staying at Strasbourg for the time being. So it's not a loan. It's no nothing. It's a pre-agreement. So we don't use up our loan spots. Mamadou Sarr, that's the unnamed defender, 19-year-old. More kids on top of kids. Anselmino, Mamadou Sarr, and Achapong. How many more kids do we need? How many more kids do we need? It's going to be crazy because I'm pretty sure we're going to let go of Chalobah as well in the summer for pure profit. It would have made sense if we just at least kept Chalobah a little bit more experience, not the levels that I demand at Chelsea. I want better, much, much better. But Chalobah is the best right now. Chalobah is the best. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Chelsea agreed to sign Mamadou Sarr from Blueco Group Club Strasbourg for next season, 25-26. Package worth around 15 million euros, add-ons included. Deal set to be sealed, as Fabrice Hawkins reported. 2005-born centre-back has already agreed to the move. I mean, it's money coming to Chelsea anyway. 15 million to Blueco. From Chelsea to Strasbourg, it's all under Blueco. So this is why Blueco, owners, Boehly, Eghbali, they want to have more multi-club model clubs included in this model. We're looking for a club in Portugal. We're looking for a club in Argentina, Brazil, this, that, the other. So we can do all of these interrelated deals where literally the money is within the circle. Within the circle. Look, he might be a very good defender. He's apparently a tall defender, 6 foot plus. Is this what we need? More kids, kids on top of kids. Who's going to teach anyone at Chelsea Football Club? Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Lazio are set to submit a new formal bid for Cesare Cassidy, a permanent transfer plus a sell-on clause. Torino, Feyenoord, and one more Premier League club remain in the race, but Chelsea want their terms met. Look, I think, the sell-on clause is the big thing over here. It's going to happen eventually. There's a lot of suitors in the Serie A. Lazio is one of the big ones, as you can see here. Torino are monitoring it as well. Yeah, he's going to move on, and he needs to move on. He definitely needs to move on. Once again, I don't know what the whole plan was with him at Chelsea, but this is what happens. You know, a lot of people, they think they see the vision. They tell me they see the vision. Build a young squad. Well, when you stockpile young players after young players, some young players will move on, and this is the case with Cesare Cassidy, and we'll see many more down the track with transfer windows that are going to be coming in the future. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about, especially Garnacho. Looks like he's going to be a Chelsea player very, very soon. Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, everyone, smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for a live, inshallah, tomorrow. Until then, take care. See ya. Bye.